Hello and welcome to episode number 4 of the Social Q&A show. My name is Matt Kelly. Now, thank you for being here for episode number 4. The last 3 we filmed a little while ago. This is number 4. I've got another couple in the pipeline. Really keen to hear what you guys think. So if you have any feedback at all on any of these shows, feel free to give me a like, share the post, comment down below, do whatever it takes. Ideally subscribe so I know that you like it and you want me to do more of these things, even if you don't tell me anyway. All good. So today the question for us is, I am a university/college student and I want to get into social media marketing or digital marketing for a career. What should I do? And this question came to me from someone who was actually applying for a job at the agency that I work for. And the young guy had come to me and he said, listen, like I don't have much commercial experience. I'm my 3rd year into my degree. I've still got a little while to go, but I need some experience, or I want to do some work, or I really want to get myself ready for when I finish. And I'm ready to enter the market, and I just want to be able to go like, here I am, someone give me a job. And the reality for this guy, and I said this to him pretty straightforward, was you're competing with a lot of people. There are heaps of people from journalism to PR to marketing to digital to entrepreneurship who are all graduating, all at the same time and all want a job at the exact same moment, which presents pretty serious challenges for anyone entering the market. And especially in social, it's actually quite easy to start doing things in the early days to try and build a portfolio, okay? Designers build portfolio. Anyone in fashion builds a portfolio. Web developers build a portfolio. But often people in marketing, for whatever reason, assume that they don't need to or they shouldn't or whatever, I don't know. So the first thing I said was, well, what side projects do you have? What have you created? What have you done? What passion project have you leveraged while you've been studying? Or what university project were you doing at university that you got really, really excited about and kept working on after the assignment was finished? Because the most tangible thing you can do is show someone like me or someone that you're applying for a job for that I care about this to the point that I do it in my spare time. If you care about it that much, then you're probably the kind of person I want in my team, because you're not just book smart, you're not just, you don't just get at the high level and understand, right? You're demonstrating that you're willing to fight through all of the hurdles associated with actually learning the new platforms and iterating quickly and changing the strategy, right? That's where the challenges come from. And when you actually build successful side projects, you kind of demonstrate that you've been through those processes. So just as an example, before I went out and got my first major job after university, I'd worked some previous jobs before that, but I'd hosted a podcast, which did very well. I'd written my book, which had done very well. I'd built a couple of online communities, and I'd run a heap of online social experiments, right? Now, a podcast and a book, they're pretty big time commitments, but guess what? The social experiments, just an example, and this actually got me a job, right? The only experiment I did was on a Sunday, and this is back in about 2012, I tweeted all of the major banks in Australia on a Sunday, and I said, I need to open a new savings account, can you help? And I sent the same tweet to like 4 different banks. And interestingly, one responded to me the next day in the morning, one responded in the afternoon, one responded 2 days later, right, on the Tuesday. It was like this interesting mix. So then I went up and wrote a story about which was the most socially responsive bank, right? Just because I was interested in it. And those results, when I went for a job at a big financial services company, were actually pretty interesting for them. So I had done up some metrics on how long it took and what the impact was of their response and all sorts of things. And that generated some interest from my future employer's perspective, right? They were like, oh, that's interesting. So you don't just do it, you're focused on it outside of work, or you're focused on it outside of university. And I think that actually gives you some tangible value. Even when I talk to potential interns to come and work with us, if they don't have an active social presence, if they can't talk through what they've done with different platforms, it's really, really hard for us to be like, oh yeah, I'm sure you'd be a great fit. Because the truth is, I'm sure you would, right? You've done your degree, you've focused on it, you're talking to the right people, but if you can't show something, right, it's really hard for me to validate your skill set, and that's important. So my tip to anyone who's currently studying or anyone who's looking to enter the market is build a community. It's not expensive, it doesn't take a lot of time, really. Pick the platform that you know best or that you're most passionate about. If it's Instagram, make an Instagram account. Hell, make an Instagram account about guys' beards or about unicorns, whatever you want, right? And see how big you can grow that. And it doesn't matter if you have to change the strategy halfway through or if things change. That's all part of the process of building a community. So all those like learnings and things that you learn along the way all become massively valuable. So that's my big tip. It's to take on a side project, pick something that you're passionate about and do whatever it takes to build a community around that. Because if you can do that, if you can actually build a social presence around that, then you are very, very well positioned when you walk into an agency or a company or anywhere, not for profit, right? You can say, I know how to do this and I've done it before. And that is where the value actually is. So that's my top tip for anyone who's studying at the moment or looking for a job. If you are interested in more videos like this, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you, like I said, you like the little thumbs up on the video and you comment below and let me know what you thought, what you think, and yeah, what you want to see more of, because I'm happy to do as many of these as you guys want. So this is Matt Kelly. Thanks again, and I'll see you very soon.